Hello, welcome to Learn the Magic of Sanskrit Mantra. This video is for anyone who would like to understand how to access the magic of Sanskrit Mantra. With a regular practice of chanting Sanskrit Mantra, we will attract an abundance of love, good health, financial prosperity, inner peace, success, happiness, beauty, and more. We will raise our spiritual vibration and build good karma. We will become free and clear of detrimental karma, energies, and patterns. And we will attract our heart's desires and live our best life ever. I can attest to all of these wonderful effects of chanting Sanskrit mantra because since I began chanting these mantras, I've consistently experienced all of these blessings and more. My name is Diane Jordan. I am a Sanskrit mantra teacher in the lineage of Namadeva Acharya, Thomas Ashley Farrand. I'm also the owner of Natural Body Works Healing Center in Kingston, Mass, where I have been a holistic practitioner for over 20 years. Some of my other work is in muscular therapy, therapeutic hypnosis, reflexology, and spiritual coaching. And you can learn all about our work at the website links in the description section of this video. So I first learned of Sanskrit mantra in November of 2011 when I attended a Sanskrit mantra class. At that time, I had no idea what Sanskrit mantra chanting was, but the class advertised that the event would be focused on attracting prosperity and abundance by chanting to the goddess Lakshmi. I didn't know who Lakshmi was either, but I did know what prosperity and abundance were, and I desperately needed some. Back then, my life was very unhappy. All aspects of my life were just a mess. Back then, I began every morning with crying in the shower. So I went to the mantra event and I was given a paper with the Lakshmi mantras written in Sanskrit. I could not even begin how to figure out how to pronounce those words. So I simply listened to the group as they chanted mantras in Sanskrit. As I listened, I felt the energy move through my body. I could feel the power in it. I began to feel happy, peaceful, so excited and energized, relaxed, and incredibly hopeful all at the same time. At that moment, I knew it was magic and I was hooked. So I began learning mantras and chanting every day. And over the years, this incredibly powerful spiritual practice has shown me time and time again how magic it is. Sanskrit mantra chanting practices have changed my life on every level. I'm happier, healthier, more successful, more financially prosperous. I feel more youthful and more peaceful than I have ever in my life. Eventually, I became a Sanskrit mantra teacher of this amazing practice, and I feel so grateful to be able to share it with you. So in this video, I will teach you a few Sanskrit mantras, which you will be able to use right away on your own. And there's a Sanskrit mantra for literally every human need or desire. The mantras I'll cover in this video are for energizing new beginnings in any life area, for attracting prosperity and abundance, and for happiness. But before we get into the mantras, a little information on what and where they come from. Sanskrit is the world's oldest language. Over 5,000 years ago in India, gurus known as the ancient rishis meditated deeply upon the universe and heard the universal consciousness speaking to them, not in words, but in sound vibrations. The rishis vocalized the sounds they were hearing, and they gained an understanding of the physical effect that those sound vibrations had upon their energy system, their bodies, and the world around them. So from these ethereal sounds, the rishis created the ancient language of Vedic Sanskrit and the thousands of mantras to follow. A mantra is a phrase made up of dynamic words, which creates a compound of the energy. The Sanskrit mantras represent the energies of universal consciousness in the form of the Hindu deities and the planets of our solar system, all of which are aspects of source energy, God, universal consciousness, whatever your particular name for the energy of creation may be. Sanskrit mantra is a relaxing and uplifting sound meditation energy work combination with an incredibly high spiritual vibration, which creates a direct connection between the individual and the universal consciousness energies around whatever's being chanted for. When we chant or listen to Sanskrit mantras, we are absorbing an incredibly high spiritual energetic vibration into and through our energy system and body. And when we chant or listen to Sanskrit mantras, we become a vibrational match to whatever we're chanting for. For instance, the energy of pure love. Its energetic sound vibration is the mantra Aham Prema. This mantra means I am divine love. And when we chant or listen to Aham Prema, we absorb the energy of divine love. Every cell in our body and all aspects of our being become a vibrational match to the energy of divine love. As we chant Aham Prema, we vibrate as divine love. We emanate divine love, and we can become a magnet for divine love in every form. Aham Prema, Aham Prema, Aham Prema. Great, so let's learn some mantras and how to chant them. First of all, because of its spiritual nature, we always want to approach our mantra chanting practice with reverence. So before we begin any spiritual practice, we call upon our spiritual support, whoever that is, angels, guides, loved ones in spirit, source energy, whomever you like. And we ask to be surrounded and held in love and light. The rishis learned and then taught that the most powerful method of absorbing the energy of the mantras is to chant in repetition, called japa in Sanskrit. So in order to do that, we use a counting tool like a mala. We can also use any other prayer counting tool like rosary beads. We chant in japa either 3, 9, 27, 54, or 108 times of a particular mantra. These are the numbers that most efficiently correspond with our energy system so that the intent of the mantra can be deeply absorbed. The mala has 108 beads. 108 is the most powerful number for us to chant because that number corresponds to the two places where our energy system converges within us, the sacred heart, right under the heart chakra, and the base of the spine, or the root chakra. And when we chant with our mala, we want to make sure to hold it properly. So we hold it looped over our second fingers. We can show you this. And as we chant each repetition of a mantra, we progress the beads with our thumb like this. And we don't touch the mala with our index fingers because the index fingers represent the ego. And we want to work with our spiritual energy and leave the ego out of it. So if we choose to chant 108 repetitions of a mala, and we get to the end of a mantra, sorry, and we get to the end of the mala. So we've chanted, we're chanting, we're chanting, we're chanting, we're chanting, and we get to the end of the mala. So we're at 106, 107, 108. There's the end, the last repetition. We want to continue chanting with another mantra. We're going to turn the mala around and go back the way we came, because this centerpiece, this bead, is the guru. And the guru holds all of the energy of our chanting on the mala. So we don't want to cross over it. We want to respect what the guru signifies, and we don't want to strip it of its energy. Our mala becomes a really powerful spiritual tool the more we use it. And as we're chanting, the energy of the mantras builds up within us. And thus we begin to emanate that energy outward. In this way, we now become a magnet for the physical manifestation of whatever we're chanting for. You will find that Sanskrit mantra chanting is very calming and relaxing. And when you've chanted for just a short time, you begin to feel the energy as it fills you with peace and ease. Chanting Sanskrit mantra is really good for anxiety and stress symptoms. Even 10 minutes of a daily Sanskrit mantra chanting practice a day is a very powerful spiritual practice. And speaking of powerful, it's particularly beneficial to do a 40-day spiritual practice. A 40-day spiritual practice is a discipline, a transformative spiritual journey into the soul. It's a deep commitment to ourselves, which will manifest whatever our soul level need and desire may be. Our 40-day Sanskrit mantra practice is what I began in late 2011 and what I consistently do over and over and over. And I do 40-day spiritual practices over and over because they work. They work incredibly well. If you would like more information and coaching on a 40-day Sanskrit mantra practice for whatever your need or desire may be, reach out to me and I can help you with that. And my contact info is in the description section of the video. So we can chant out loud, which is called Vachika Japa, or we can chant in a whisper called Upamshu Japa, or silently, which is Manasika Japa. Aloud is the easiest and most effective way to begin chanting Sanskrit mantra. Chanting aloud lets you know that you're pronouncing the mantra correctly, and aloud becomes very meditative. Aloud is the best way to actually feel the energy as it moves through you when you initially are starting and as a beginner. You can begin to actually feel the energy buzzing through your body. Whispering is a good way of chanting also, especially if you're chanting when people in your home are sleeping. This is really effective, and whispering works really well in your energy system. Chanting silently is extremely powerful because all the energy is encased within you as you chant. But silently is not for a beginner. Silent chanting is for when you have chanted enough that the Sanskrit sounds are permanently in your brain and you have the focus to pull it off. So in addition to a meditative type of chanting, you can also use a recording, like on your phone, and listen and chant in your mind as you walk. I do this pretty much every day as I walk with my dog in the woods, or in your car as you drive. This is another very effective way of getting the energy to build up for you. Again, I listen and chant in the car pretty much daily. So all in all, there are many ways that it can be very easy to actually incorporate these mantras into your life on a daily basis, allowing the energy to build up within you to manifest out into your physical reality. So let's start learning Sanskrit mantras. First, we want to just prepare our body for the energy of the mantra. So you may want to sit with your back supported, sit comfortably up straight. Definitely put some part of your feet or your legs in contact with the floor. And then we want to take a few deep breaths. Our first mantra is to Ganesha. Ganesha is the god of focused power and wisdom, the remover of obstacles, and the lord of new beginnings. So we like to begin any new endeavor with chants to Ganesha. And there are many, many Ganesha mantras to apply to so many different intentions. So I'm going to teach you the foundational Ganesha mantra, which is Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. So let's break this down, and then I will chant it 9 times. So the first sound, Om. Lots of mantras begin with Om. Om is the sound of universal consciousness. Its energy is connected to the third eye chakra. And when we chant the sound Om, we receive universal consciousness as an infusion into our third eye chakra. And this opens our consciousness to our spiritual support. Gum. Gum is the seed sound for Ganesha. Seed sounds are like a concentrated form of the energy. And then Ganapataye, this is Ganesha. And Namaha. Namaha is a common ending for mantras. It brings the energy of the mantra in through the top of our head at the crown chakra and all the way through our energy system and body. Okay, so let's do it. So you can chant along out loud if you'd like, or in your head, or just listen. All ways are effective. And I will chant Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha 9 times. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. 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 One more. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Good. Okay. So you can tell by my chanting that you don't have to be an actual singer to chant Sanskrit mantra effectively. It's really all about your intention. So our second mantra is to Lakshmi, goddess of abundance. Lakshmi is often referred to as Mother Lakshmi, mother of all. And her energy is about abundance in all forms. Prosperity, of course. Also love, joy, beauty, health, all forms of wonderful abundance. I like to think of Lakshmi as the mother who wants only the best for her children, and her children are us. So there are many, many Lakshmi mantras, and each mantra focuses on a different form of abundance. So we will chant the foundational mantra for Lakshmi, the mantra for attracting general abundance. And that Lakshmi is Om Shreem Maha Lakshmiye Namaha. Om Shreem Maha Lakshmiye Namaha. Om Shreem Maha Lakshmiye Namaha. So again, Om is the sound for universal consciousness. Shreem is a seed sound for Lakshmi. Seed sounds are a concentrated form of the energy. Maha means mother. Lakshmiye is Lakshmi. And Namaha brings the energy in through the crown chakra and all the way through our energy system and body. Okay, so let's chant the foundational Lakshmi mantra 9 times. Om Shreem Mahalakshmiye Namaha. Om Shreem Mahalakshmiye Namaha. Om Shreem Mahalakshmiye Namaha. Om Shri 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 Mahalakshmiye Namaha. One more. Om Shri Mahalakshmiye Namaha. Good. So now we've learned a Ganesha and a Lakshmi mantra. So remember that Ganesha is the god of focused power and remover of obstacles, and Lakshmi is the goddess of abundance. So if we have issues with receiving the form of abundance we'd like to attract, it's very likely there are inner or outer obstacles getting in our way. Well, Ganesha and Lakshmi team up quite well. Their energies are very complementary. And as I said before, there are thousands of mantras to fulfill every need or desire and to solve every problem. I've had amazing success with one particular mantra that combines Ganesha and Lakshmi's energy to remove karmic blocks around receiving prosperity and abundance. So if you feel like you have such blocks, definitely reach out to me for a mantra lesson to open up and get rid of those blocks with Ganesha and Lakshmi's assistance. So our last mantra for this video is the mantra for happiness. This mantra is calling out to Shiva, known as the great spiritualizer. Shiva is the aspect of God or source energy through which we release lower forms of energy and attain spiritual evolution. This mantra is very powerful. I seriously feel the difference in myself almost immediately when I am and when I am not chanting this mantra regularly. I highly recommend this mantra. It actually changes how you feel to happier. And that shift happens without anything specific changing in your life circumstances. You just feel happier. So the mantra is Om Shambhu Shankaraya Namaha. Om Shambhu Shankaraya Namaha. Om Shambhu Shankaraya Namaha. So again, I'm sure you know by now, Om is universal consciousness. Shambhu brings the attainment of a happy and blissful state on earth. Shankaraya means doer of good deeds. And Namaha brings the energy in through the crown chakra and all through our energy system and body. So let's chant 9 times for happiness. Om Shambhu Shankaraya Namaha. 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 One more. Om Shambhu Shankaraya Namaha. Wonderful. We've learned 3 mantras. So if you would like to receive a PDF of all of this information, it has a picture of the deity. The mantra is written both in Sanskrit and phonetically, an explanation of the mantra's use and application, and an invocation written by me that is recited prior to chanting the mantra. So if you'd like to get that, please reach out to me for that PDF. And if you would like to learn more and receive a mantra prescription for your exact life circumstances, that's an awesome service I offer. In that service, you get a spiritual coaching and guidance session around your goals. Your spiritual support comes in with lots of loving and helpful guidance. I am a spiritual channel, so it is a spirit guidance reading in this mantra prescription service. And then I choose and teach you the mantras that will help you with whatever it is you need and desire. You also receive a PDF with all of the information as I described above, just before this, and an audio of the mantras chanted by me, 108 repetitions each, all for your at-home use, which you can learn from and benefit from. So thank you so much for watching this video, and I appreciate your time. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace.